What you need to understand about a sniper mission is that from the minute it begins to the minute it ends, everything you do is in service of killing another human being. But almost no one says that. So it was a little startling when, standing in the stairwell of a half-destroyed building in southern Ukraine, in the midst of a mission with a team of Ukrainian snipers, one soldier decided to explain to me his moral calculations when killing Russian troops. He was saying the quiet part out loud. The front line was roughly a mile away. The snipers stared through the scopes of their rifles, waiting for something or someone to move. Machine gun fire resonated in the distance. I was hungry and ate a cold chicken nugget purchased at a gas station many hours before. We had been awake since 3 a.m. when a colleague from the New York Times and I crammed into 2 trucks with the sniper team and drove for about an hour, though it seemed much longer, over jagged back roads and shattered bridges to the front line. 13 years earlier, as a U.S. Marine Corporal, I had led a sniper team of 7 Marines and a Navy corpsman in southern Afghanistan. That was probably the only reason the Ukrainian snipers agreed to take me with them. They trusted that I had done the thing, and that even with a language barrier, I understood what was happening around me. Orders of work, setting up a hide, the quiet monotony and flurry of activity that comes with watching the same spot for hours or days with a rifle purpose-built to kill at long range. The soldier in the stairwell, a Ukrainian sniper who chose to go by his call sign Raptor, seemed especially weary as he explained himself. He had shot competitively before the war and had become adept at shooting paper and steel targets. Now it was different. He was shooting people. At such long distances, it took several seconds for the bullet to find its way through air to cloth, then flesh, long enough for the rifle's recoil to dissipate and for his watchful eye to readjust in the scope, framing the show of his own violence. "I'm not proud of this," Raptor began in deliberate English. Overtired and cautious not to throttle what he had to say, I dared not take notes. Only after we talked I jotted something down. Killing someone. "I'm not proud of this. Violence in any conflict is processed differently by those involved and those not. Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine has been characterized by its sheer brutality, including cities leveled by bombardment and mass graves, and by how accepting much of the world has become of wholesale death and destruction. Casualty numbers, inflated, closely guarded, and impossible to verify, are traded like sports scores between Kyiv and Moscow. Snuff videos of combatants being killed by drones, gunfire, and artillery circulate, like some digital token of battlefield action. Now we're discomforted by our own killings, aware of the details in the violence we committed under the bright banners of nation-building or winning hearts and minds, or whatever our officers told us as the seasons changed. In the shadow of our failures, our silence hangs over it all. It was hard not to be jealous of Raptor and his team, especially in the wake of my lost war. Therein was the trap, the dizzying seduction of the good kill. Raptor's mission ended at dusk without a shot being fired,